What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about what LeBron James you guys should be buying in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, before I dive any further into it, guys, overall, the LeBron Jameses in MyTEAM are not great. Okay? And you guys have to know and be aware of that. So, for example, the Kevin Durant cards we've saw in general, as a whole, are way better than LeBron James cards. Same thing with Tracy McGrady. Same thing with Michael Jordan. Okay, so just so you guys do know that in general. We're going to be talking, it's not a worth it vid, it's what LeBron James specifically, it is, but it's specific to LeBron James, and what should you buy for your specific price range. So, here's the deal, okay? I'm on my PlayStation right now, so I got the price of each and every one of these LeBron James. So, as we go through this, guys, I'm going to be talking about what every specific LeBron James goes for. Now, obviously, by the time you guys see this video, they're probably going to be even cheaper, which makes this video even better. Let's start it off with the MyTEAM Anniversary LeBron James. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to tell you guys, never buy the Hero Bron. Never buy the Hero Bron. And never buy, and I personally, I'll get to the other LeBron I would not buy. But please, never buy the Hero Bron because the MyTEAM Anniversary Bron is better than the Hero Bron. And the prices are relatively similar. Like the MyTEAM Anniversary Bron I'm looking right now is less than 15,000 MT, maybe even less than 10,000 MT, which for 10,000 MT, I'm going to say it, this Bron is not that bad in price. For 11,000 MT right now, this Bron is not bad at the small forward position. Is that me saying he's the best small forward in the game? No. Is that me saying he's a top 5 budget small forward in the game? Maybe. Maybe he's a top 5 budget small forward in the game. Problem is, release is still going to be mediocre. Obviously, dribbling, he's going to be pretty mediocre. I'm going to say it, though. The difference between this LeBron James and this LeBron James right here is very small. And I know it might not be popular, but the difference between the MyTEAM Anniversary and the Invincible LeBron James is very, very, very small. And so what I'm saying is, for 11,000 MT, he's a solid option. If you're a really big LeBron James fan and want to run LeBron James and don't have that much MT, this is LeBron James for you. So, that's our first LeBron, okay? The next LeBron we're going to talk about, we do got a couple of Invincibles. We'll talk about this in the Invincible one next. Again, another LeBron James you should never buy. There is no reason to buy this LeBron James. Is he the worst LeBron James to buy? No. But there is no reason to buy this. Again, just buy the MyTEAM Anniversary or the 75th, who we will get to next. 75th. 55 Hall of Famers, small forward, power forward. I like this 75th Anniversary because he does have the normal leaner. That's really the only difference between this LeBron James and the MyTEAM Anniversary LeBron is the fact that one has the normal leaner, this one doesn't. Stat-wise, there's not much difference. And so for me, do I think it is worth paying the extra bit of MT for the 75th Anniversary? I mean, probably not. One's 11,000 MT, one's what, 25,000 MT? Is that what I'm looking at? Maybe 20,000 MT. So, I mean, maybe it's worth it for you just for the normal leaner to pay that extra 5,000 to 7,000 MT for this LeBron, but you look at the cards and there's not much difference. I mean, I guess he gets a little bit better badge-wise too, so maybe he's fine for his value, you know, less than 20,000 MT. I just have a hard time seeing this LeBron being that good in my team. One thing I will say is this, I feel like LeBron James' best position is that small forward position. And so when you're comparing this 75th LeBron to the masked LeBron who I did my gameplay on, this is where we have to have our conversation. Because I firmly do believe that the masked LeBron James best position is still that small forward position. And so I get it. If you want more flexibility, or even if you want the masked LeBron James, I don't have a problem if you spend a little more MT getting the alter ego LeBron. But you are going to have to spend quite a bit more MT. And unless your plan is to run LeBron James at the shooting guard position, please just get the 75th Anniversary. These cards are basically the same card. And if you are playing him at the small forward position, this LeBron might be the best value LeBron there is in general. So far, Return of Heroes LeBron, never pick him up. Invincible LeBron, never pick him up because the 75th LeBron is better. Alter Ego Bron, I mean, if you want to run him as shooting guard, you can definitely pick him up. My Team Anniversary is solid for budget options. So what do we got left? We got the power forward center, Invincible Bron. We've got the small forward shooting guard, Invincible Bron. We've got endgame Bron ×2. And that's really it, okay? Never get the power within maxed out 2 Brons. I don't know if I need to cover these, but never get these cards as well. They're not even in content drops today, I don't think. So, before we dive any further, we've got to talk about this LeBron James. This LeBron James right here is the worst value card in my team. There is not one situation in which this card should be bought. There is not one situation in which this card should go for over 100,000 MT. That is just a fact. And if you have this LeBron James, you are doing something completely wrong in my team, because this card is useless. This card, I'm going to say it, is not hardly any better than this card right here. And so even if you do want to run him at the power forward position, is it really worth getting the Invincible for the 75th anniversary? It was 20,000 MT? No. Maybe if he had the XM base, something different. But he's basically the exact same card. So please, guys, never get the power forward center LeBron. Probably the worst value outside of this, Lakers LeBron that we just saw. Now, the small forward shooting guard LeBron. We got to talk about this too. Again, I think his best position is his small forward position. But why would you buy this LeBron James instead of the masked LeBron James? I get it, the interior +7, standing dunk +9. Do those really matter? No. Again, exact same dribble sigs as well. I get it. The card art in this LeBron is absolutely fantastic. I 100% agree. The card art is fire. I would love it if they made this LeBron James just a little bit better. If they had made him a little bit better, there's no saying I wouldn't have, recommended this card, because I absolutely love the card art. This is prime LeBron. LeBron in his prime. But the problem is the card just is no different than the alter ego. So, again, if you want to run Invincible Bron in any form, tactically downgrade to the respective position. If you want to run him as shooting guard, tactically downgrade him to the alter ego. If you want to run him at power forward, small forward, tactically downgrade to the 75th anniversary. If you really are balling on a budget, get the My Team Anniversary card. So that's where we're at right now. Now, last but certainly not least, we got both of the endgame LeBron Jameses. I did a gameplay of this LeBron James, and I will say I was actually decently impressed. Probably a lot of it is because LeBron James cards so far this year, including all of the Dark Matters, besides the endgames, haven't been good. Both the endgame cards are really good in my team. If you do want to play him at the point guard position, this card is more than fine. Probably a top 5 or so at least point guard in my team. Wide player model, which means he's going to be one of the best defensive players in the game. LeBron always is. Jump shot 3, release 102 upper is the same thing as Kawhi on very quick. Trey Leaner, quick dribble style. Here's the deal. If you run this point guard LeBron, you're going to want to run a shooting guard that can do a lot of things. Maybe that's the invincible Michael Jordan as shooting guard. Maybe it's one of the budget Michael Jordans. It's really up to you guys. But I'm telling you guys right now, this LeBron James card is absolutely outstanding if you do want to run him at the point guard position. If you want to run LeBron at the small forward position, this LeBron James is going to be that little bit better because he does have set shot 25 for the small forward position, is a better release. Every badge you could ask for in my team. Trey Leaner still got, he's got Trey size up instead of the Steph size up. That's really preference. I probably do prefer the, I don't know what I prefer. On MJ, I prefer the Trey. On a lot of other people, I might prefer Steph. Most people do prefer the Trey size up. Ultimately, what it comes down to is that this LeBron James is going to have set shot 25. He's going to have one of the best player models in my team. You can argue this LeBron James as the best overall small forward in my team. I'd argue Giannis is better because he's got more size, more versatility. But I will say LeBron James, movement-wise on the offensive end of the court, is going to be better than Giannis. But LeBron, at minimum, this LeBron is a top 2 small forward right now in my team. And so if you're asking me who's most worth it, it's got to start and end with this LeBron. I know he's going to be way overpriced, but if you want to run LeBron, he's the most worth it, and the other endgame point guard is the second most worth it. Outside of that, guys, none of the invincible LeBrons are worth it. So, this LeBron that you guys are seeing, not worth it. This LeBron, definitely not worth it. And this LeBron, definitely not worth it either. Okay? Maxed out 2 LeBron, horrible. Power thin LeBron, horrible. Don't pick those up. Hero Bron, again, not worth it. Now to the budget Brons. If you're really balling on a budget, you can get this LeBron at the small forward position. He's going to be serviceable, especially on the defensive end of the court. This LeBron just a better version of the My Team Anniversary Bron. You want to run Bron as shooting guard or with a mask, that's where the alter ego comes in handy. It's really it as far as LeBron James are concerned. If I was to buy LeBron James, I'm not on my no money spent, which should say a lot about LeBron's budget cards. I don't recommend his budget cards over Kawhi, KD, T-Mac, any of those guys. So I think that says a lot about LeBron. Now, for my Xbox account, or if I was playing the 250K tournament, I'd probably have that small forward, power forward, endgame, LeBron James. That's going to wrap it up for my Worth It video on specifically LeBron James. Which version of LeBron James should you buy for your specific squad? For the majority of people, gonna be honest, you're not buying LeBron James, or it wouldn't be smart to buy LeBron James. It's going to wrap it up for the video, guys. Drop a like on the video. Comment down below your thoughts on LeBron. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.